Alrighty, today is August 19th, and today and tomorrow are going to be the two biggest tides of our shortened season that we have out here. So when you get these big tides, you need to find lighter current, right? You need to find less current. And the only place to really do that is on the edges of the two channels, which is on the Oregon side, which has the strongest current, because that's also the shipping channel, and the Washington side, which has just a little bit deeper water and all the flow coming out of the channels up above the bridge, flushing down on through the church hole. So where do you find less current in these heavier flows in the middle of the outgo in the morning? Well, just kind of break down the river, shrink it down a little bit, and see if you can figure out where those edges, where those soft edges are. Think of it like high water steelhead during the winter time. And when you find those edges, that's where those fish will be kegged up. Whether they bite or not, who knows, but that's definitely where they're going to be. The other place where they might be is in the deep water, because they can avoid that heavier flow, and that's also where all the fish are getting flushed off the flats down into that deep water, so they'll be suspended up in that deep water. Today, I tried fishing the deep water. It really didn't go very well. I tried fishing shallow. It was a little bit better, but honestly, today was another one of those days where a lot of guys got blanked. A lot of guys came in heavy. Now for us, fortunately, we made all the right moves at the right time and just got lucky. We got all of our fish for our customers. It was a good day. It was a great day considering how tough it was for so many people. But the reality is that we took a few gambles that paid off. All day today, I actually stayed away from the crowd as best as I could. And the reason why is because the crowd, I was not seeing nets. The best fish finder out there in the Buoy 10 fishery are other anglers. When you look out there across the water and you see 100, 150 boats, all nosed in, holding in the current, or all trolling the same little path, and you only see one net, do the math. That is, let's say 3-4 rods per boat, 150 boats. Man, that's a lot of lines in the water for no success. So because of that, we moved a lot. We kept on trying to figure out spots where the fish might be, and we get one here, one there, one here, one there. And then at the end of the day, I was following water temperature, just like I mentioned in yesterday's report. It seemed like those fish wanted to be in a little bit warmer water. So when I found some cold water, we actually reeled up real fast and chased the warm water. Now, sometimes it went left, sometimes it went right. The warm water was really hard to find and keep up with, but when we found that warm water, we found the fish. And even on that incoming tide here later on this afternoon, you would assume that the cold water would just push up evenly all the way up those flats and all the way up to the deep water. That's not what happened. The deep water, the flats got a really big cold spot upstream, and actually going back downstream, I found some warmer water, some river water that had kind of back eddied back around. And when I did that, I was able to stay on top of that warmer water, and guess what? We found fish, and we killed all of our kings, plus one coho too, which was awesome. So like I mentioned again in yesterday's report, pay attention to detail. It's the little things that matter. Your depth, your line angle, your water temperature, all those little things are extremely important for finding success down here. So today what I also noticed is that before this really big heavy fog came in, it was all chartreuse, the green machine. That flasher was just getting after it. It got every single one of our bites here until the fog rolled in. Once the fog rolled in, it was red October and pawn shop. That was today. We'll see what the next few days bring, but it was something to definitely take note of. Now, we got a storm coming in here tonight. Tomorrow looks like it'll be okay. The next day on Friday looks pretty sketchy out here. It looks like the wind might be blowing 20-30 miles an hour, which is just brutal. So I don't entirely know how the next 2 days are going to end up. I don't know. I'm going to leave it up to the customers, and we'll kind of see and make sure that we're safe out here fishing. But these next 2 days could be a little rough because of the tide. I mean, we're talking big, huge, 8-9 foot tides with a heavy south wind. That's going to make for some pumpy conditions. So we'll see what that brings. We'll see what that brings. It's going to be pretty brutal. But with that, I'm going to dump the carcasses here, and head back in and finish cleaning the boat because it's already after 5 o'clock, pushing 5:30, and I got a lot of work to do tonight. Another long day, but it was a success. Fun day, awesome day. We got some nice fish. Whew. Bring on tomorrow. And the rain and the wind. All right, guys, later.